All right, more on quotient rule, dividing by a monomial. Now these are a little bit more difficult than what we had before. It looks more difficult, but all it is just longer. It just looks longer. But what you're supposed to do is, again, quotient rule says that if you have a to the n over a to the m, you're supposed to subtract your exponents if they have the same base. So here I have the same base, x to the 9, x to the second power. Again, that's x to the 9 minus 2, which gives me x to the 7th power. All right, let's look at the a's. Here, if you have the same thing on the top and the bottom, again, they cancel out. This will be 4 minus 2, which gives me b to the second power. Please do not make the mistake of dividing the exponents. When you divide variables, you subtract your exponents. All right, let's look at number 3. We have 4x to the, now again, subtract your exponents. 7 minus 3 is 4. And then 9 minus 5 is 4. Now let's get number 4. We're going to reduce the fraction in the front. We got 24 divided by 16. All right, now what is the highest number that will factor into both 24 and 16 that will divide evenly into 24 and 16? What is that common factor? And that's 8. 8. All right, 4 times 6, 4 times 4. 6 times 4, no, not 6. 8 times 3, 8 times 2. Yep, 8. 8, 8. All right, so let's go ahead and reduce this by a factor of 8. This is going to be a 3/2. All right, now looking at my m's, I have 18 minus 7, and 18 minus 7 is 11. And since that 11 is positive, it's at the top. And we have 8 minus 6, and that is 2. And again, because that 2 is positive, it's also at in the numerator. All right, let's look at number 5. 15 and 25, factor of 5. I can reduce that by a factor of 5. So this is going to be a negative 3/5. Negative 3/5. Because negative 15 divided by 5 is negative 3, and 25 divided by 5 is 5. All right, now let's look at the x's. We've got 22 minus 12, because again, we're subtracting our exponents. That's x to the 10th power. Now, y to the 4 minus y to the, when you divide it by y to the 4, you're going to do 4 minus 4. That's going to be 0. Y to the 0, and anything to the 0 power is 1. Again, anything that looks the same on the top divided by bottom is going to equal 1. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So, y to the 4 divided by y to the 4 is 1. Now here, z's, I have 15 on top, 10 on the bottom. 10 will cancel out, leaving 5 on the top. Again, all you're doing is 15 minus 10 is 5. And because that 5 is positive, we're going to put it in the numerator. All right, let's look at number 6. 21 divided by 7 is 3. Now, here, we have the same x's on the top and the bottom. We can cancel those out. We can cancel the z's out because we have 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom. 3 minus 3 is 0. Anything to the 0 power is 1. And now the y's. 3 minus 2. So that's 1. 1y. So my answer is 3y. Okay, let's look at number 7. 54 divided by 24. I'm looking at a 6. 6 times 9. 6 times 4. Yeah, so 6. I can reduce this by a factor of 6. So that's going to be a 9 at the top and a 4 at the bottom. And I can't reduce 9 and 4 any further than that. So, yep, that's my reduced fraction. Okay, now let's look at my a's. My a's are same base, so I subtract my exponents, 25 minus 21, and that's 4. And again, this is a 9, not an a. Okay, now look at my b's. I got 16 minus 6, so that's 10. And my c's are the same. I have 1 on top, 1 on the bottom. They'll cancel out because c divided by c is 1. All right, let's look at number 8. 5 divided by -5 is a -1. I have the same x's on the top as I do on the bottom, same y's, and same z's. So my answer is just going to be a -1. All right, 9. 35 divided by 7. 35 divided by 7 is 5. Now, 15 m's on the top, 5 m's on the bottom. 15 minus 5 is 10. So I'm going to have 10 in the numerator. Same with the ends. We got 16 on the top, 8 in the bottom. 16 minus 8 is 8. So we got 8 in the numerator. And that is my answer. All right, number 10. They're getting bigger. They're going to get bigger. And they're going to get uglier. But that's okay, because you're going to take it step by step. All right, negative divided by negative is a positive. Okay, so now 8 divided by 36. The highest number is 4. 4 times 2, 4 times 9. Yep. So let's go ahead and reduce this by a factor of 4. So this is going to be 2, and this is going to be a 9. Because 8 divided by 4 is 2, and 36 divided by 9 is, 8 divided by 4 is 2, and 36 divided by 4 is 9. Okay. Here. X to the 20 divided by x to the 5th. You subtract that, x to the 15th. And then y to the 9 divided by y to the 8th, y to the 9 minus 8, which is just y. So my answer is 2/9, x to the 15th, y. Number 11. 17 and 3 cannot be reduced any further, so let's go ahead and just rewrite 17 and 3. My a's, I have a to the 8th divided by a to the 4th, so 8 minus 4 is 4. And do I have any b's? Yep, I have a b that doesn't have a buddy to divide, so that just stays there. Do I have any c's? Yeah, I do, but it doesn't have a buddy to divide by, so that stays there. And my d's, same thing on the top, same on the bottom, so that's going to cancel out. 12. 50 divided by 10 is 5. Now here I have 25 x's on top, 24 x's on the bottom. 25 minus 24 is x. 1. 7 minus 6 is 1. So my answer is 5xy. All right, number 13 has multiple operations. We have a division, then we have a multiplication. Again, orders of operation says you do multiplication, division, whichever comes first from left to right. So we're going to do division first, then we're going to multiply. Here, order of operations says I do parentheses first, then division, then multiply. Here, parentheses, parentheses, then I'm going to go ahead and do the multiplication, and then orders of operation says I do addition last. Addition last. All right, same thing here. We're going to do the parentheses, then the multiplication, and then the subtraction. So again, plan your attack before you do it. So over here, we're going to do the division first. So what is 6 divided by 12? 6 divided by 12. I can reduce that by a factor of 2. Or no, 6. I can reduce it by a factor of 6 because 6 goes into both 6 and 12. So that's going to be 1/2. All right, now my x's. I have x to the 7, x to the 3rd, so 7 minus 3 is 4. And y to the 10th. I'm going to multiply it to 8x to the 4th y. Now my coefficients in the front is 1/2 and 8, so 1/2 times 8 is 4. And when I'm multiplying like variables, or when I'm multiplying the same base variables, you're going to add your exponent. So that's going to be x to the 8th and y to the 11th. Because don't forget that just because this doesn't have a 1 on it doesn't mean that it's not there. All right, let's look at number 14. We're going to do the parentheses first. The parentheses first. Now, when you square something, it's the same thing as doing 4xy times 4xy, so everything on the inside is going to get that power. Now, don't get this confused with binomial squared, because this is a monomial. You can distribute the 2. That means everything inside gets a power of 2 when you're dealing with a power of a product. Once you have a binomial in here, it's no longer a product, it's a sum or a difference, and that's dealt with differently. So let's go ahead and do the parentheses first, then we'll do the division and then the multiplication. Alright, here we have 4 squared, which is 16, and then we have x squared, y squared, because everything gets a power 2. Now, 32 divided by 8 is 4. Then 35 minus 2 is x to the 33 power, and y to the 15th divided by y to the 5th is y to the 10th power. Now we're going to multiply. 16 times 4 is 64. Now again, we're adding our exponents because we're multiplying, so x to the 35th power and then y to the 12th power. Alright, number 15. Oh, this is a doozy. Okay. This would be more like an extra credit problem on a test. I will not give this to you on a quiz. So this would be more like an extra credit problem on a test. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to square everything on the inside, but what we can do first is we can simplify this on the inside, because we're supposed to do parentheses first. So this is going to be negative 2ab squared. Again, because you're subtracting your exponents when you divide. Alright, now that looks a little bit better. So now when I square it, and this is a power of a product, I'm going to go ahead and distribute this power to every single variable in here. So even the number. So negative 2 squared is positive 4, because negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. And then we have a squared, and then b to the 4th. Again, because when you have a power to a power, you're going to multiply those. Alright, now we're going to multiply this to, now hold up, we have to do this one too. So everything gets a square. So this is 9, and then when I do third to the power of 3 to the power of 2, that's going to be a to the 6th, because you multiply those exponents. And you got b squared. So this is going to be 9 a to the 6th b squared, and then we're going to go ahead and do the minus 10 a to the 8th b to the 6th. So let's go ahead and do our multiplication next. So we got 36 a to the 8th. Again, we're going to add our exponents, b to the 6th, add the exponents. Now minus 10 a to the 8th b to the 6th. Now, are these like terms? Yes, they are. So we can combine our like terms. So 36 minus 10 is 26. A to the 8th, b to the 6th. Alright, last one. I really like that one. I really did like that one. Alright, number 16. We have this to the 4th power, so that we're going to go ahead and do that first. We have 3 to the 4th power. Let's see, 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27, times 3 is 81. So this is going to be 81, x to the 16th, again, exponent multiply, y to the 4th. And this is minus 7, x to the 16th, y to the 5th. Now we can go ahead and divide this next, make this a little simpler to look at. Now the x squareds will cancel out because they're the same thing on the top and the bottom, because I have 2 and 2. And 2 minus 2 is 0. And anything to the 0 power is 1. Y squared divided by y to the 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. So that's going to be 1/3 y. And I'm multiplying this. Now I have to do the multiplication next. 81 divided by 3 is going to give me a 27. Now I'm still going to add my exponents here, 1 and 4, which gives me 5. Now I'm going to subtract 7x to the 16th y to the 5th, combining like terms because this is the same as the variable combination as this. So 27 minus 7 is 20. And again, this type of problem, number 15 and 16, I would actually add that as a extra credit problem. I liked 15 and 16. That would be an extra credit problem on a test. All right.